Grady Bush settles in as Jacob Richardson's on second. Ball low, hops out the catcher's mitt. Little cat and mouse game going on second. I'd like to see Coach Salmon get a little aggressive here in this game. He hasn't been as aggressive as I'd like to see him on the base pass with the speed we have on this team, especially considering Jacob Richardson's on the base paths.
The Eagles got a little something rolling here. This is the kind of game that one run could feel like 2 or 3 as much as Romer's rolling on the mound tonight.
Yeah, both pitchers are doing good. Both low pitch counts. Even Rusher's got 43 on the night through 3 1/3 pitches inside for ball 2. Romer's got about 50 as well through 4 complete innings. No runs so far from either pitching staff.
I don't know that we've seen a walk tonight. Maybe 1. So a lot of strikes.
Great job by base running Jacob Richardson, getting a balk. Pretty much anything in the field scores Jacob Richardson to break this thing open.
Well, you called it a little cat and mouse there at second base. Paid off for him. Sometimes you get a little movement on the base pass. You don't think it's going to do much, but a little bit of cat and mouse gets the Eagles in great position here to pick up their first run.
Infield is now on the grass. Blooper will get down. Check swing, but he goes 2-2 count now for Grady with Jake Hoovler on deck. Last time up, Grady
pulled the infield in here. Pick North also knows it's a big situation. Can't afford to give up a run.
Grady swings on the ball in the dirt for the second out of the inning. Now up is Jake Hoovler.
Attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the catcher, number 9, Junior G.
Pitch outside for ball 1. Jay rips it up the middle for the first run of the inning. Jacob Richardson scores with an RBI single from Jay Hoovler.
The Eagles been going up the middle. I think that's 3 of their hits have all been right up the middle. They found those gaps, and nice to see them take the lead.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for your Eagles, the left fielder, number 3, sophomore Mason Ackerman. Number 3.
Yeah, that's a big hit. Hopefully that'll open the floodgates for the Eagles here. As that one's popped up into foul territory, the first baseman settles under it and drops it, but it's a foul ball.
Well, we said it before, a little bit of wind out here tonight.
You can see the flag out in the outfield going straight right.
Yeah, close play there. Couldn't quite tell if the first baseman touched that ball and if it landed just fair or just foul. I think most people were expecting that's the end of the inning, but a little second life here. We'll see what happens.
That one's grounded foul down the third base side. 1-2 count for Mason.
You know, the sophomore here going with the old school look with the full socks here. How do you like the socks on the baseball players? You like the pants further down, or you like the socks up?
I mean, I don't mind it. I think some players rock it better than others. I do think that ball's ripped to center field, but is caught. I think some players rock the all pants better than the socks look, but hey man, whatever makes these guys play good.
That's right.
In the inning,
That is Dixon for the Panthers.
First
Foul out of play. All the way into the softball field.
After the first or second out.
Ball high. Inside.
First pitch strike for Romer again to this batter. He's been ahead in the counts most of the night. That just puts you at such an advantage when they've got to protect.
Ball low and inside for ball 2. Graham just now gets 50 pitches through 4 innings. Being very efficient out here on the mound tonight. That ball is fouled out of play. 2-2 count. One time last week, one came right over here and put my table. 2-2 pitch on its way.
Yep. There it is. Oh,
Wow. Pitch just outside. Full count now.
Tried to frame that up for him. Looked just to miss the outside corner of the plate. You know Romer wanted that one.
Great 2-2 pitch location there. Pitch is ripped over Joe Sokol's head into the outfield. Dixon gets on for the Panthers. Up now is Markle.
Well, let's see. Last time Pick North got a base runner here, they went bunt and tried to create a little action on the base paths.
for the Panthers, the shortstop, number 11, junior Nick Markle. Number 11.
Tom called for a pinch runner here.
Give him a chance, T. Give him a chance.
There we go. We got a little pinch runner action, so got to wonder if they're going to be going here.
Panthers must feel the pressure here, putting a speedy base runner on, trying to get this one across home plate tied up going into the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, you know, last time they got a stolen base, but it was a close play. Hoovler showed a heck of an arm back there, hustling it down to second base. So, you know, their coach has got to have that in the back of his mind, wants a little speed out here on the base paths.
Bunt shown, bunt placed. Foul ball, though.
Yeah, there it was, bunt again. You know, a little safer play there with the bunt of not just doing the straight steal. Obviously, the advantage, you get the steal and you're bunting to get that guy over to third base with only one out, but trying to get that runner in scoring position.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Grady Bush is on the edge of the infield, or on the edge of the grass, excuse me. The rest of the infield stays put. Bunt shown again. Bunt is a foul. Ball. 0-2 count now.
Yeah, foul tip. It looked inside, tough one to bunt, but gets himself ahead in the count, and very unlikely to see a bunt now at 0-2.
Grady now settles back. Be a clutch out for Romer and the Eagles with their first runner on in the inning. Throwing back, not in time. Keeping the runner honest.
It's the first time Romer's thrown over tonight. Hasn't overused the move, trying to catch him off guard, but he was ready for it.
Ball's fouled out of play. 0-2 count once again.
You know, I don't think we'll see it here, but I know Romer's been working on a knuckleball. Pitch he's got in the arsenal, but probably not going to see that in a pressure situation here.
It's news to me, but good to know. Maybe we'll see him break that out later in the season. Ball's ripped to center field. Van Ruthier tracks it down, catches it for the first out. Graham retires his second batter of the inning.
Yeah, nice play by Van there. Again, that wind blowing that ball directly away from him, but settled in nicely.
Hitter number 7, Junior Miles Crockett. Number 7.
Crockett last time up, grounded to Grady Bush. Double play ball is in effect here to get him out of the inning.
Yeah, you'd love to see a ground ball right to Kistner here and turn a little 2 to get through the inning.
First pitch is in there for a strike. Definitely looks like they're trying to get that ground or that double play with that first pitch low location.
Like the poise we're seeing out of Romer here, looks in command on the mound.
Throw back, not in time. Second time he's thrown back that runner.
Yeah, maybe a little surprised we haven't seen him try a steal here, but like I said, that throw to second in the early innings might be in the back of their coach's mind.
Ball grounded. Caden Kistner gets it, but not before both runners reach their base safely. Third base was open, but
yeah, just kind of a bad luck chopper there. Might have hit a little dirt patch there and bounced that ball up. Nothing anybody could do. Good job of Kistner just keeping those runners at first and second.
For the Panthers, the right fielder, for 3, Junior Grant Williams.
good news is double play ball
Number
is still
3.
available. This time Grady can tag third and throw to first or second. As Williams settles in, who grounded out to the shortstop last time. Breaking ball's in there for a strike.
Nice pitch. Definitely had him a little bit off balance there, out on the front foot. Nothing he could do with the breaking ball.
0-1 count. Runners playing some games on second. Check swing, but he goes.
Yeah,
for
he
the second strike.
got him to go there. Tried to hold up, but Romer's got him a little off balance here. Now, do you go 3 curveballs in a row, or do you bring back the fastball again?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the curveball one more time. Seems like he was a little on top of that one. Goes back with the breaking ball again. First ball. 1-2 count.
You don't want to give him something too good there, 0-2, but you also don't want to bounce one and let these runners advance, especially with only 1 out.
Yeah, Jake did a good job of blocking that one. I would definitely expect him to go back to the heater here. With it being 1-2. Look to get that ground ball, maybe low pitch placement here. Foul tip for a strikeout. 2 outs now.
Great job holding on to the foul tip there.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for the Panthers, the third baseman, number 13, senior Ethan Schiffel. Number 13.
That breaking ball once again in there for a strike.
Yeah,
He's
another
got that pitch on
Another
command.
another first pitch strike again. Romer out in front. Love to see it.
He's had to do a little bit more work this inning, but still very efficient on that mound. Pitch just inside for ball one.
And he really hasn't had too many wasted pitches. The ones that are missing are just barely missing. So those batters have to be on their toes in every situation.
1-1 pitch. Grounded at Grady Bush. Tags third for the third out, and the Eagles get out of the jam.
Go hit! Good job, T! Way to manage it!
Thanks so much for having me here today. It has been great to be on the Anything Flies podcast. Love the work that you guys are doing. Thanks for having me on, Houston.
Thank you, Mr. Shaw. Number 7, Joe Sokol's up to bat. Last time up, he flew out to left field. This time, looks at a breaking ball in there for strike one. Eagles are looking to build on yet another great inning in the bottom of the fourth inning where they got thanks to a RBI single from Jake Hoover. Jacob Richardson scored. Joe rips that one to left field again. Left fielder catches that one once again. Some great contact by Joe Sokol this outing. Putting the ball in play, making them play. Steps in number 8, Van Ruthier. Last time up got a single to right field. That time gets a single to left field. Great hitting by Van Ruthier. He's taking advantage of his place. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Now to bat is Braden Pettinger. Out. This time he steps in with a runner on first, 1 out. Takes a ball, 1-0. Sandman calls out a play. Pettinger looks. Two for 2 tonight. I would think so. Pettinger looks at a strike on the low inside corner. 1-1. That one foul tipped off the catcher's mask. Great hustle by Owen Kinsey there. That one's bounced. Fielded by the shortstop. Gets the second. And double play is turned to get the pick. North Panthers out of the inning. Scores 1-0 headed to the top of the sixth. Up now is number 2, Jackson Turnbull. Graham Romer's doing well so far tonight. 66 pitch count through 5 straight innings. First pitch is bounced in the dirt. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. One account for Romer. That ball, curveball, hit to left field. 1-2 count. Ball bounced. Great block by Jake. I think how they doing? How they doing? 2-2 count. Ball is fouled out of play. Down the third baseline. Both Romer and Turnbull battling here. 3-2 count. 2-2 count, excuse me. Two pitch. Ground ball to Graham Romer, fields it, pitches it to first. 1 out. Great play by Graham Romer and Joseph. Now to bat is number 14. He did a timeout.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Ball low and outside for 1-0 count. Breaking ball low and away, 2-0. Pitch is lined up the middle. Graham was not able to catch that one. Runner on, 1 out. Up to bat is number 8, Nolan Sanders. Number 9,
Your
excuse
attention,
me.
please, ladies.
First pitch in there for a strike. Double play ball is definitely in play. Throw back. Not in time, but a great pickoff move from Graham. Throw back again. Another great move. Great throw and great tag by Joe. And great throw by Graham. Runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down in time, and he gets him for an out. Great throw by Jay Hover. Great pick by Jacob Richardson for the second out of the inning. Jade sniffed that one out. As you could see, if you watch that play again, he stands, he gets out of his crouch and gets on his 2 feet and just dials up a great throw to throw out the runner. 0-2 count now. Failed hit and run from Pick North. That ball's popped up. Joe Sokol settles under it and catches it for the third out of the inning. The Eagles are up 1-0 going into the bottom of the 6th. Up to that's number 2, Quinn Blaney, leadoff hitter for this Eagles offense. Third time up in the game. Pitch outside. Breaking ball gets inside in the strike zone, excuse me, for the first strike. Ball ripped into left field and gets down for a single. Quinn Blaney gets on with a first. On first with a single to left field. Now to bat is Jacob Richardson. Up, Jacob Richardson got a single and is the one run that scored. Bunt placed down the first base side. He hustles and he's gonna. Oh wow, great hustle. Looked like he got there, but called out. Quinn Blaney moves to second. Now to bat is Caden Kistner. Here comes Caden Kistner. Ripped into the outfield, gets down on left center and left field. Jacob Richardson or Quinn Blaney's getting sent home, and the Eagles get another run through the plate with Caden Kistner's single. 2-0 is the score. Now to bat is Grady Bush with only one out in the inning. Wants to get with speedy Caden Kistner out on the base pass. First pitch is outside. Thrown back. Caden Kistner's in there safely. Coach calls out the play. Players check their wristband.
Hey, read it in the dirt, Kate. Read it down.
Breaking ball low, but called strike. 1-1. Thrown back again, but not in time.
Let's go.
Nathan Riley in the dugout with his helmet on. Speedy guy waiting for his name to get called. 1-1 pitch. Bounce in the dirt. 2-1 count now. Two-one count. Pitch high. 3-1. Here we go. Grady Bush, 3-1 count. Pitch in there for a strike on the inside part of the plate. Full count now for Grady Bush with one out. Runner on first. Caden Kistner.
You got it, Boozy. You got it, kid.
Here we go. Caden Kistner takes his lead. Grady Bush rips it, pops it up right to the first base side. The infielders run into each other. First baseman and second baseman are not talking out there. That's the second foul ball dropped by Pick North tonight. Three-two count. Once again, Grady Bush got a gift. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Check swing, not what you want to see out of your 4-hole hitter. On 3-2 count. Stepping up is Jay Hoover. Jay Hoover steps in. Last time up, delivered This time, pitch is down in the dirt. 1-0 count. I believe Jate got the runner across, if I'm not mistaken. Foul tip, caught. On 1 count. Going back, not in time. Pitch inside, called for a strike. 1-2 count. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside. 2-2 now with Mason Ackerman on deck. Ball ripped to shortstop. Bobbles it, but gets it to first in time. But not before the Eagles can put one across the board again. Eagles are up 2-0, headed into the top of the 7th. Up to bat now is number 24, Brent Parsons. Graham Romer steps on the mound with a pitch count of 78, looking to go a complete game here. He's got to knock out 3 batters before this game's over, though. Here we go. First pitch low and outside for a ball, excuse me. Swing and a miss. Gave him the heater. 1-1 count. Ball ripped. Caden Kistner fields it. Goes at first for the first out of the inning. 1 down in the inning for the Eagles.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now batting for the Panthers, the first baseman, number 16, senior Gabe Dixon. Number 16.
First pitch in there for a strike. 2-1 pitch. Way to hustle, Owen. Great hustle. Oh, 2 pitch. Strike 3. Rung him up. 3-pitch strikeout from Graham Romer.
For the Panthers, the shortstop, number 11, junior Nick Markle.
Nick Markle steps in for the Panthers. Last hope for this Panthers team. With 2 outs. Ball bounced in the dirt, low and inside. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Ball bounced in the dirt once again. (2-0). Pitch just high. 3-0 count now. Pitch in there for a strike. 3-1 count now for Graham Romer with 2 outs. 3-1 pitch on its way. Rip to Caden Kistner. Grounds it. Throws it first for an out. And Graham Romer gets the complete game shutout. Great outing from Graham Romer. Eagles get the win 2-0. Great outing from this Eagles team. Fantastic pitching on the 4th game of the week. Complete game, exactly what Coach wanted from his pitching staff and Graham Romer. Amazing stuff, and the bats got alive. Eagles are back in action tomorrow versus FCA.
Winning pitcher this afternoon for your Eagles, number 23. A complete game, 5-hit shutout for Graham Romer. So congratulations to the Eagles and congratulations